Whose phone is it? Is that your phone, my phone?
No, that was my phone.
Oh, okay.
It
Oh, it
was
also
one
might have
of
been
the
my iPad as well. But good evening, everybody. We've made it to another Dilem-Monday, and I have made it to 30.
Yeah.
Oh,
I haven't killed you yet.
uh,
um,
the fact that my body hasn't killed me, you besides. The fact that I
why?
did it.
I thought we weren't going to be drinking.
We said we weren't going to be drinking beer because beer has a lot of calories.
So what are you drinking?
We're drinking all month this month on Dilem-Monday. We are drinking from Waypoint Spirits, and this one is the bee's knees. It's gin, lemon, and honey. Gin
And
is
that doesn't have calories?
Gin has very low calories.
So you're going to be more whacked than usual on the show.
All month long. In November here on Dilem-Monday.
Actually, come to think of it, those are mine. Because I was not supposed to be charged for a pizza, and I was given those to me. But okay, it's just another present that I give to you for your 30th birthday. So anyway,
I'm really regretting doing this tonight. Already.
No, actually, we have a lot to talk about though, like tons. There's a lot of really cool stuff going on.
So real quick, obviously, while it's on the get it out of the way while it's on the board. Earlier today, the legendary female singer of the Grateful Dead, Donna Jean Godchow, passed away at the age of 78. She certainly has she splits the opinions of Deadheads, but I'm in the camp that I think the band was absolutely at the best when she was there in the 70s, from 72 to 1980. Those guys were on an absolute.
How would you know it was at its best? You weren't there.
You know what we do have as a result of the Grateful Dead being really cool? We have recordings of every show.
I know, but
every show, there's tons of recordings. And that run of shows, so when you look at 77, spring of 77 is regarded as possibly the best run of shows the Grateful Dead ever did. And it's all
you're giving this opinion, but
people who were there. People who were there. This is one of those things you don't know what you're talking about.
No, I'm saying I don't. I find it ridiculous that someone who didn't see it can say that it was better than other times that you still didn't see it.
How about this? The band by the time was over by the time I was born. I'm able to listen to the entire finality of the entire group. Where you had to listen to it happen as it happened. I got to listen to the entire thing as an entire segment, or as an entire unit, an entire discography. And there are moments, since they allowed so many people to record their shows, I'm able to listen and hear that there is a moment where they were better than other times of their career. And to me, that moment where they were superior was 1977 and 1978.
I don't know. I wasn't going to the Dead show until the 80s, and I only went to one, and it was enough for me.
I'm so excited for this. If for no other reason, because while we're in the video thing, James, you cover my father's face while he's making fun of me.
Well, yeah. What would I do if I didn't have to make fun of? By the way, this is so weird tonight because this will be the last show from this room because, well, as many of you know, I used to do the room from my Balfour office.
The show from the Balfour office.
The cartoon room, which I love, but the internet speed was not good enough. So I moved up to my daughter's old room, who and the room, and it works out great to do the show here. But
And as a
I
bedroom, the aesthetics are phenomenal.
but I feel really bad because Shannon is with us for a month, and she was so nice this morning. When she before she left to go to work, she's like, Mr. Riemann, I made the room nice and easy so that you don't have to feel bad about doing the show in the room. And I was like, that's so nice because I could have gone back to the cartoon room just for the, deal. But in any case, tomorrow I am
Yes.
getting a separate internet line. So we use Comcast for the house, but on our little extra house that we have in the
Our
back.
our tumor house,
I'm just gonna call it
the
the
tumor,
cord cave. The cord cave.
the
The
cord
cord
cave.
cave.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm calling it the house of poor decisions.
No, it might be a poor decision for you, not for me. We
Well,
we
no,
we
it's usually for the people walking in there, but that's okay.
well, hopefully they make great decisions
Well,
when they come
in the
through.
best way. When I say that, I mean in the best way.
I had to salvage a 38-year relationship with your mother because we were having. It was almost as if our guitars were having baby guitars upon more baby
Well, yeah,
guitars,
you put two of them in a room together.
and they'd make four.
Yeah, and there's
so
more. Then there's more. It's like, oh God.
so we needed a separate place for the guitars, but I am putting my own. It's going to be like the ultimate man cave. So
Where is this going?
what are you talking? No, I'm saying that at the frontier. That
Oh, 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 oh.
I'm putting. So in the future when I do Dilem-Monday, I
Yes,
will
yes.
I will
Okay,
be all alone in
now
my
I get you. Now I
yeah,
get you.
and I will have super internet speed separate from the main house. Um and we have more security back there than anyone could ever believe. There's cameras everywhere, there's motion detectors everywhere. But I will be out there um for all future shows, at least hopefully. And it'll be cool because I also we bought Corey, you're for Frozen, like. Oh,
No,
there you
I'm
are.
not. No,
Uh,
I'm just like just
we
I'm
bought that bar video thing.
yes, the video soundbar. That's really sick.
Yeah, we saw it when we were in Merida, Mexico, when we were at the Balfour plant, and we
Love
were like,
that shout out.
yeah, no, hey. Um, so we saw that, and like, oh my god, we got to get that. That's so cool. It's a video sound bar, all included in one, and the one that we got has 6 microphones in it besides the video bar. So, and we have a large conference table out there too. So if we have a few guests staying over or doing whatever for the show, we'll be able to do it right out there. So I'm kind of excited about that as well. And it's been a lot of fun building this thing. Shout out to Aiden
Aiden
Moore.
Moore.
If you're looking for a phenomenal carpenter, he does great work, and the place looks phenomenal, just really good.
By the way,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say where I get my haircut for the sake of this story, but I'm gonna. I love this place, and I really love most of the people who work there. And the person who, by the way, at question here, is a lovely individual. Let's just say that she is in a different age demographic than some of the other employees at this place. And the last 2 times I've gone, she has unfortunately cut my hair. And it's not that it looks bad, but the way she cut my hair actually takes me a lot of time and effort to make it not look like, number one, I'm either like in a trashy Beatle cover band called like Yeah Yeah Yeah, or or for me to look like a Eastern European, dictator of the 1930s.
I think you're
Um,
out of your mind, by the way.
that's
Um,
besides the point. But what else is new, honey? What else is
I
new?
don't know what we're talking, but
No, but yeah, no, but I'm just like really annoyed with it, and it's like I feel bad because this person's a very nice person. I think they might be a little bit, but
all right, I all I know.
I need a haircut, but I need to go at a time where that person's not there. Oh, by the way, I forgot my pineapple. I knew something was literally was off.
Oh, it's pouring out.
Oh, it has been pouring. My everything is in pain.
Because I was outside a little while ago. I was out
Oh,
in
it's
the
been
court cave.
pouring.
You know what you could do? Why don't you just call Amanda and find out wherever she's working and just go there?
Touche. I'm willing to drive for a good,
So
and she gives a great haircut.
yeah, so just send the text to Amanda. Get an appointment before James. Nothing like a bad haircut.
We still need to go.
But yeah, why don't you just tell Michael or just reach out to Amanda and say, hey, can I get an appointment this week?
James, this should be a groomsman thing. Let's get a haircut.
All right. Anyway.
You're cutesy. Really cutesy.
Anyway, stay on course.
So cutesy.
Why don't we talk about what is happening on Saturday?
So yeah, Saturday night. I am celebrating the fact that last weekend I turned 30 years old, which is freaking wild. Like,
You know what's even more wild to me? That you turned 30 years old? Because when I turned 30 years old, you showed up.
and here I am giving absolutely nothing to society. I've contributed.
All I know is your mother and I, we had 30 glorious years, and then you showed up.
Yeah.
I ruined it.
Like,
go figure.
In pre-life as in life, I ruin everything.
But anyway, so we're having Corey arranged to have a phenomenal gig set up for, and big shout out to Talca Collective over in Simsbury. It's going to be a super unique show because it's not just going to be the regular Dilemma band.
It's going to be everybody.
It's
everyone.
And in the middle, for those of you who remember our show and got to see it, and there were a few thousand people that saw it live and tons more that have seen it on closed circuit, the Harry Chapin show. It won't be the full show, but you'll get to see about 4 songs where we bring in the Harry Chapin version of the band. And but it should be fantastic. You know, a lot of people realize that.
Oh, by the way, I came up with a name, and I think a lot of the guys and gal in the group enjoy the name for the Harry Chapin group.
What is it? I don't even know.
How are you, Harry?
How are you, Harry?
You know the line in Taxi.
No, I know.
Said, how are you, Harry? I said, how are you, Sue? I freaked out Isabel, and maybe should I unveil secrets here?
If you're not going to get beat up for it.
No, I'll keep the secret. Never mind.
All right. So you will get beat up if you say it.
No, I wouldn't. I just didn't realize.
Right. So we're gonna now. Many people, many people see the Dilemma throughout the year.
Many people.
Between the bike and beers and the private clubs and the different showcases that we play throughout the year, 150, 200 times between Corey and the band that you get to see us. But what you don't usually get to see is the exact same band every single time. You see different people. And for probably the most members, associate and
guests,
along with the Fab Four, or the Core Four, as it were, Corey Forey, the Core Four,
always the Core Four,
the Core Four, will be there. So the opening group will be Michael, right? Mike's at drums. The
No,
first,
no, but the first group.
yeah, the first. That's what I'm saying. Well,
Yeah.
the first group. There's no opener, right? And then Jack will be there all night long.
All night.
Wait, is Jack going to play bass on?
I
Or
think he's gonna play keyboards possibly for it,
oh,
but we don't
on
know.
on the Harry stuff. So we'll
Actually,
find
and
that out.
let me pull up the full guest list for the
Yeah,
evening.
but
I, guests and featured
Cliff
performers.
Cliff will be in and out, right? Most of the night. He's definitely doing the sound, but he'll be playing some guitar as well.
Yes, sir.
And Jimmy will not drum at all. He will play percussion all night.
Yep. So
Backup sing.
yeah. Are you gonna let me talk about my birthday show?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So yeah. The featured performers list. So Jimmy Gavigan playing percussion, Cody Bondra, Tara, David Ross, Steph Rennie, How Are You, Harry, the Harry Chapin Group, Cal Colbert, Ryan Newman. My girl Sophia Galley and I are going to sing on stage together for the first time in like a decade. That's going to be sick. Keith and Chach, my best friends in the entire freaking planet here. I'm officiating their wedding. They're playing Brendan Donahue and more joining us.
Well, you should also mention, I mean, I know that you said with Darren,
And obviously, Zach Hayburner of Postfix. He will be there filming things all night.
Steph will be there, right?
Uh-huh.
And let's see. Well, Dom is playing. Dom, brother Dave.
Yes, brother Dave, Dom,
and Isabel.
Yes. I forget.
And Danny. Corey, did I lose you?
Yeah, no, I'm still here. I'm still here.
It'll be a LaSalle Market reunion.
I'm loving when I love having an image up here right now because it just blurs you out. Not that you're not like pretty or anything.
But
you're pretty.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh no, because like when I do this.
Oh,
there's
Dave.
No. Yeah, well, no, but there's no you.
Oh.
your face is actually Dave Diamond on a red bicycle.
Whatever, please. But no, I mean it's going to be amazing how many people are going to be at the show. And it's a great venue too. And we've got people flying in
literally across the country. I guess not totally across the country, but relatively mostly across the country. Like we're talking 3 time zone. Well, actually, Arizona's weird, so I don't know. Maybe two times, depending where in Arizona he's from. But yeah, wild.
Yeah, so Anthony, who does our website, for those of you who look at our website all the time, and there's a lot, Anthony will be here. But no, Dave and Robin are coming from
the island of Long.
Sheila's got people have got hotel rooms from all this is going to be a big event.
It's going to be a good
time. I'm so excited, and many people from the banks are going to be there. Quite possibly.
Don't say that the conspiracy theorists might get on us.
You're a moron.
Yeah, and
you're just not smart.
Well, again, what are we establishing that hasn't already been established?
I just can't. I don't understand.
Imagine
where did your mother and I go wrong on this?
Imagine actually being me.
No, please.
You don't want to go into such a scary place in your mind.
So anyway, let's talk about where we were on Saturday night, the gig that you had, because that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, that was a great time.
TJ Burritos.
TJ's Burritos, and this story fits with the whole theme of everything here of giving back and, taking the opportunity to have great things. First of all, so TJ's Burritos in Bloomfield, Connecticut, turned 1 year old this week. Um, it was their first anniversary, and they were doing a big celebration. It was Halloween the night prior, and then we played, and that was a great time. Got to see friends old and new. Ow. Um, that was one of those ows where you didn't actually hurt yourself, but you dropped something and it hit you on the foot, and it's like, but ow. I digress. But we were there, and they decided. So obviously, for a risk of not having to ring the cowbell, obviously the government's shut down right now, and SNAP benefits, though options are being worked on, for all intents and purposes, SNAP benefits are cut off, and there's
Well, I think on Wednesday they have to put at least half of it in, but we'll
true,
see
but
what happens.
there's a situation though. And let it be known, 1 in 7 people in the state of Connecticut will face food insecurity. 1 in 6 of those will be children. Let's just make sure that that statistic
One in
is
eight,
put.
1 in 8 in the country,
Yeah,
actually. So Connecticut is actually worse than the country.
the state with the highest
Income, highest
discrepancy. Yes,
net
yes.
income, highest net income is actually worse than the national average in not feeding people or having people that are hungry.
Yeah,
So
which is horrifying. And again, a risk of not ringing the cowbell. That's something. This is insane. This is not political. We are talking about, people being able to feed their children,
all right, but
and
you're
then, but
digressing.
yeah,
You're digressing from the
with that
point.
with that in mind, they put to get TJ's Burritos put together a program where you can pay ahead, and if you and your kid come and you're like SNAP recipients, you can get a free kids burrito, even if you don't buy anything else. Show your card, show your kid. That's what we're talking about when we're talking about being a good member of the community.
Well,
These
isn't Chris also from the distillery?
Yes. Yes. Chris from camera no pay attention. From Waypoint Distilling in Bloomfield, Connecticut, who I adore. I will be back there this month. Very excited about that. Yeah, he's donating proceeds until this is worked out and settled to that
And
burrito fund. There,
what a great thing too about community.
oh my god, yeah.
Where Waypoint and Waypoint does such a good job. Chris reaches out to people, Waypoint Brewery, to try to get the community together. It's just really nice to see that people can get together, because you're not really competing.
No.
You're trying to make it a place that everybody wants to come to, and anybody that's been to Waypoint Brewery, like their stuff just is good. Some of their drinks are outrageously good.
Like there's a reason why I love this. And again, they are this month's Dilem-Monday drink sponsor. Which if you have some kind of booze company, beer or booze, please, we would love to have you supply me with a month of booze. I might even buy it too. Just probably going to anyway because I love supporting small business.
Or do I end up buying it?
I meant to buy this. This is just okay. Listen, this was a clerical error. Why are you a bully?
I'm a bully,
Mister. I used to have an anti-bullying company. He's a bully, everybody. He's a bully, big bully.
Bully. That's so ridiculous. But in any case, what Bloomfield is doing as a group, and that Waypoint is one of the leaders there, and TJ Burritos. The food was really good there the other night. We had
so good. I had burrito tacos with a consomme. Oh my god. Oh my god, it was so good.
So but we had a lot of people there. It was a full house most of the night. We had a good four group. We had Ryan Newman was playing guitar.
Oh yeah.
And anytime you get to see Ryan play and his other bands, Righteous Continental, Ryan is a special player, just
Justin and the
phenomenal.
Vices as well. They're freaking awesome.
Yeah, no. So it was a good time. Jack, Michael, Corey put on a really good show. And I'll tell you what, it is not easy to play in the places that we play all the time. We play outdoors, indoors, but sometimes, some of the restaurants weren't designed for a band.
No, by no
And
means.
and
It's
even
not to their
though
fault. It's not like
no, and it comes down to we have to figure out how to do it. And to our credit, we were not loud, even in that tight
no.
space. And we're not. Yes, we have a 4-person. I mean, sometimes we have 5 and 6 people, but our 4-person band is a 5-person band setup wise because Corey's playing keyboard and guitar, so we need that extra slot too. And there's so much that goes into figuring out. What are you laughing at?
No, I'm reading comments.
Oh, okay. But to try and figure out which sound system to bring,
You gotta go through the options. Walk through the motions.
yeah, there's a lot of preparation before every single show, and just so everybody knows, like Corey and I actually do talk about it beforehand. Are we bringing the 30s? Are we bringing the KC12s? If Cliff is there, life is great because Cliff does,
Great sound work.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a guy that does as much top end sound, and then he also plays lead or rhythm guitar for you, as well as doing the sound. I mean, that's a huge thing. And as most people know, you've seen Cliff on the show. He's also our head engineer at Sonos Studios. So
he's a smart fella, smart dude.
No, so Cliff helps out a lot, but there are those occasions where Cliff isn't playing in the band and isn't there, which will not be the case on Saturday. He will be there, so the sound will be phenomenal. But no, we have to figure things out. We have to figure out which amps to use, and are we miking? Are we not miking? The drums. There's just a lot that goes into the whole thing. So yeah, they what's the old joke about you don't pay us to play, you pay us to set up and drive
to haul. Yes, you're stealing all of my lines. I love that.
Well, it is it's just
the ultimate
just,
form of flattery. Continue.
But you know what was also great?
What?
The show was 7 to 10.
Yes,
and 25 minutes from home.
That's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time frame, and yeah, a nice break time to you need to refresh. The audience needs to refresh.
Well, you know what else is great? We got home to see the last 2 innings of the World Series.
Oh yeah, don't remind me.
Well, I hate Toronto. I mean, I don't like the Dodgers either.
But I hate the Dodgers.
And you know what? Toronto has no one to blame but themselves. They had, you should have closed out the game, number one, right?
Computer's being dumb. There we go.
Oh, you should have been able to close it out. Then you had bases loaded, and bases loaded with 1 out, and you didn't win. And then the miracle catch, which God bless the Dodgers coaching staff. I mean, putting in that center fielder at the last second, he comes in as a defensive replacement and then makes one of the greatest center field catches of all time. So that, hey, Dodgers deserved it. They played better, but I got to see both actually almost 2.5 innings. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, no, that was
able to pack up, get it in and out of there as quick as we did. That was great.
That's crazy. And yes, the Dodgers have yet again won the World Series.
Yeah, I hate the Dodgers, but it's okay. We're fine. And look, Japan should be very happy because
they just MLB should be happy because the
market all there, or they should be really pissed that their 3 best players in the country are on the Dodgers.
Yeah, no, they're not here.
So yeah, maybe it was really
whatever. Whatever. I
I
hate
want to
Otani.
try.
Everyone hates it.
I hate the Blue Jays worse than I hate the Dodgers. So
Um,
I hate Vlad Guerrero. I he's so good, but I hate him. I like this old man. This old man was a nice guy.
do you think that he will they will be the first father son pair inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame?
Unless somehow they catch Junior cheating with steroids or some kind of new kind of cream, uh, there's no way he's not. I mean, he signed a $500+ million contract in the offseason, so he's going to have every chance in the world to just pile on record upon record. So yeah, I think he'll be in the Hall of Fame with his father.
But by the way, so in contrast to sons who make their fathers proud, we haven't discussed this yet. Apologies for the AI image that I found, and also for the Bill Maher show headline.
I don't get it.
Oh,
Prince Andrew.
Formerly known as.
That's just not funny. Why would you put that up?
Well,
I get it.
because
I get your joke,
but yeah, that whole thing's crazy.
Remember, anything you think is funny, normal people probably don't.
Well, no, it's crazy. This hasn't happened since World War II.
Whatever. I don't care about the royal family whatsoever. I think I've made that point on this show.
Actually, no, we've never discussed it on this show.
Well, I don't like the royal family. I don't give a crap about the royal family. I find it just annoying that they're even mentioned in the United States. Who cares? So
yeah, especially what's crazy to me is how an insignificant member of the family can cause such a stir because he was allowed to be such a terrible human being.
Well, he wasn't insignificant. He was second in line for
a minute.
It wasn't a minute. Charles didn't have kids for a while. I mean, he was
a minute.
Whatever. Your mathematical skills stink. So
Diana wore that big puffy dress, and then all of a sudden William was out there.
Okay.
Being all cute in Australia and whatnot.
All right, whatever. What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I thought it was.
You know what I want to talk about is have we heard from Mr. Bondra?
I know he said he's going to come on at around 9:00.
What time is it?
8:36.
Oh, that's all? Okay, I didn't know he was coming on at 9:00. So
you hate me that much? Do you really hate me that much? That
no, no.
God,
I wanted to get on to the subject of Cord.
Wait for him.
But I'll wait for Cody on that because that's he's the chief operating officer of Cord, so I think that he should.
Boy Bondra should speak his piece.
But you know what? And this isn't to kill Cody's thunder on it, but I think I'd like to talk, especially because it is you and I on this. Some of the guitars that we have discovered, the guitar companies and some of the distribution companies that we've affiliated ourselves with, really have some amazing stuff that I think too many people just go to the big box store. And I apologize to Chris Spada if he's watching today, but I think way too many people just go to Guitar Center or just when they go to Sweetwater think that there's only 3 or 4 companies. You have to get a Fender or a Gibson or PRS. And then on the acoustic side, there's only Taylor and Martin and Gibson and no one else exists. And that's not the case.
Open your eyes.
Yeah, and I think until we went to NAMM, I don't think we had any idea how many other companies really made
things I saw when I went to NAMM.
All right, don't make it a terrible joke. No, but we really were opened up to some really phenomenal companies.
Oh, absolutely. Though that being said, granted, I did have a genuine panic attack. The first time I went to the NAMM show, I had a full-on sensory overload hyperventilating, sitting down, maybe in a chair?
I don't know. I
Maybe.
wasn't
I
there.
no, and I was so just
I would have been so annoyed. I'd be like,
oh
get up.
god. No, no, I know, and I would have ended up in a hospital probably in a straitjacket with you.
I would have been like, what is wrong with you? But your mother was there, so she was she was being motherly. So
Compassionate.
I didn't get there until the next day. I had work to do. I had some appointments. I had to close some deals. So I had to fly a day or two later. And it was the first time I'd ever been there either. So it was kind of eye opening to me. I'd heard about it and but until you go there, you don't know what to expect. I don't think anybody can quite grasp what this is like until you actually go there. Michael was with us last year, and he was like, you told me about it, you explained it, and he goes, but he's like, until you come here, you have no clue what this is.
I'm
This is
realizing I should probably go play at the Talcott Mountain open mic tomorrow.
tomorrow. Yeah, actually, Michael
I'll
said he
go
would go
sign up
with you.
Yeah, I'll go sign up for that.
Yeah, no, Michael said he would go with you if you contact him. So send him a thing, say you'll go. Um, but no, we were opened up to tons of. What the hell are you doing? What is wrong with you?
So many things.
I know, but I'm gonna leave. Like if I act normal, at least try. It's your show,
No, I
your
know.
ADD problems are just beyond belief.
No, I know. I like lately, like it's getting bad. Like
Yeah, like concentrate, pay
trying
attention.
here. I really am. Don't.
Okay, can we stay on course? Earth to course.
You are wasting time here. Keep talking. You're
I,
harping.
no, I was trying to
You
talk about the different guitar companies, and you're making these
you
stupid
King
faces.
David and Nero. You're harping away.
Okay, no one has any clue what you're talking about. But in any case, I actually do know what you're talking about, but that's just because I've been dealing with you for so long.
I'm not
But
accusing you of being a liar. That's a
that
harp
makes
joke. That's a harp joke. That's the kind of
okay.
harp.
I don't care. That's just
Oh,
stupid.
come on. It was a harp
Which, by the
joke.
way, I want to watch that show tonight. I did one of the episodes is that I didn't
I'm
get
sorry
to.
I'm keeping you from David
Well,
and
yeah,
whatnot.
no. Um, but we got to meet so many different people there. But the different guitar companies really is what I wanted to talk about. Some of the acoustics, and let's go over the acoustic stuff.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
because of the different brands that we started to interact with, like KMC is one of the companies that we have, and they showed us some Washburn guitars
Oh yeah.
and Cort, and I got to tell you, some of the let's go to Cort actually first. Their high-end guitars are as good as any guitar you'll ever buy.
Well, and it's the worst kept secret in the entire music industry. That's something I've known for years. And I tried to tell everyone that, and then eventually you saw it, and you're like, "Oh,
Well, first of all, their electric stuff, just so most people know, on the back of the PRS, if you look on the thing, made by Cort on the
SE."
SE models. But they took it a step further. Instead of just making SE models, and everybody, I think, throughout the industry says that the SE model of PRS is the best non-American or
Well,
secondary.
know what I love about the SE models of the PRS lines?
Go ahead.
They are never identical on the positive end of like there are features that are unique to the SE models that the actual PRS models do not have. Don't ask me to specify which ones in particular, but the SEs are made to be something that if you're a PRS collector, you want to also buy the SEs. You have no reason not to buy an SE PRS if you're also a serious player
Well,
of
I'll tell
PRS.
you a reason not to buy the PRS
Where
SE.
where like it's weird to buy an Epiphone Les Paul. I'm sorry. To go on tour with an Epiphone Les Paul is odd. Other Epiphones fine. But like where the PRS SE, the 24 for the SE or the Silver Sky SE, those have their own qualities about them that make them different than their regular PRS counterparts.
Well, I was going to say even not opposite, but why not just get in court? Get the real deal.
Well, true.
Get a
But
court
if
guitar on there.
you like the PRS shape.
No, I get it, but Court makes such high quality
Oh yeah.
on their high end stuff. And again, the acoustic, there's that one acoustic that Corey plays. The woods that are in there and the LR bag.
I'm here by the way.
What?
I know you're talking to the masses.
Right. So why are you interrupting?
Sorry, no, sorry, because it is kind of very weird when it's just no. It's and this isn't a no, dude, you're being weird. It's just an odd. It's a very odd meta experience having where it's just the two of us for once, but you're still referring to me in like the third person.
How else would I describe that?
Well, you, Corey, but I appreciate it and actually like love it because I hate hearing my name.
Well, I hate yelling at you
Like-
every 5 seconds.
like, when
but
I'm
that
in a
is maybe
conversation-
so much part of my life that I have to just continue to yell at you all the time. It's disturbing. But back to the guitar. Can we stay on court, please?
Yeah.
Tell about that the one chord. Now, it maps out at about $2,500. This guitar. It's but if it had the name Martin on there, or had the name Taylor on there, or Gibson, it's a $5,000 or $6,000. Or even if it has Bedell or Breedlove,
yeah,
it would say $6,000 on the price tag. It had, what is that? 3 of the relax points on it.
Yeah, no, it's the 3 of the cutaways. Cutaways. Excuse me, the bevels, the places where it's beveled into the guitar.
Yeah, and the other really cool thing, where I thought Breedlove was the only company that uses myrtle wood, they have on the back there the myrtle wood mixed with the spruce and mahogany. It's a fabulous guitar, and what a great sound it has. And they do that thing with the wood where they pre-age the wood.
Yeah, and they're certainly not the only company that does it, but they do it really well.
But they even do it on some of their lower end stuff. Like, they make guitars for $300 or $400 that they put high end materials and high end stuff on there, extremely high end. So it's actually great. What they have doing there. And then I was gonna point out the other company, like Washburn. Washburn's guitars, especially on the acoustic side. Corey, how good is that Koa guitar?
Oh my lord! First of all, Koa in general is a phenomenal wood. It's this just creamy sounding, warm sounding, and the Washburn, the Koa, that instrument. That's a great. Every songwriter should have that instrument.
Well, you know what else they have in the Washburn line, and I'll talk about the other company too. But Court, Washburn, they have guitars in the $300 to $300 range, $400 range.
Yeah,
that are fantastic. They blow away any Fender acoustic, which isn't good anyway, but they blow away everybody's stuff. They're much, much better than the Epiphone acoustic guitars, in my opinion, from listening to the hundreds and thousands of people that I have heard play and millions of open mics over the years. I am so impressed with the Washburn brand of guitars.
Great. Their electrics are great. Their acoustics are great.
Yeah, and they make it affordable because I'm on Covers Band Central all the time and Connecticut
Ugh.
Musicians and all the other things. And there's always someone who asks, what's the best starter guitars or this, that, and the other thing. And Corey, you made a good point with the Washburn. It's not a starter guitar. It just has the price of one or something, right? Wasn't that the
Well, yeah, no, it's not a cheap guitar. It's a low cost guitar. You're not getting it. Yeah, we're talking, yeah, not a cheap guitar. We're talking entry level, if that. An adult can feel good about buying a Washburn as their first guitar.
yeah, and we're talking the low end. Obviously, Washburn has some extremely
A
high end
high
guitars,
end, but yeah, no,
but on
an
their
adult,
entry
an
level,
adult, yeah, an adult can feel good about buying a Washburn. Like you're saying, hey, I want to do something. I want to learn guitar. I've told myself for years I want to learn guitar. That that's the guitar to buy because it's a high enough quality where you're fine. You're not feeling like you're playing an instrument that's like a toy. You're not you're not playing something that's gonna kill you either. Because the irony that we make entry level guitars so uncomfortable, and maybe it's like a social Darwinism thing.
now
Only the roughest and toughest will survive the calluses on your fingers.
Now today we have a few of these also that's called lag, and you'll see a lot of players, professional players using the lag high vibe systems. The high vibe 30s and 50s are out there all the time because the high vibe gives you actually, you know what, Corey, you'll explain a high vibe better than I will.
No, I absolutely will. Um, absolutely can. So, the high vibe system, it's it's like an onboard amp sim. You've got some effects on there. You can add reverb, echo, things like that. Um, you've got the ability to loop on there. You can load recordings onto it. You can attach a Bluetooth connected pedal to help you with these things to navigate the abilities while you're playing your guitar. Hands free, USB-C battery chargeable, and you can bring that anywhere. So if you've got good enough, and it's got a built-in speaker in the guitar, so
Yeah.
all of these effects are usable while you're playing anywhere. As long as the guitar is charged, you can be in the middle of the park and you can have your reverb and your delay and all of that going. You know, it's crazy. I'm crazy. It's great. It's
You know,
fun.
and today we were on the phone. So Alchemy is the American company that now distributes lag.
Algum, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Algam. And the rep Barney was talking to us, and he said, you guys really should try some of our other guitars out there that we do make. And he said we have a super parlor guitar that I'd love you guys to put out there. So we purchased one of their parlor guitars, and then we got one of their most popular, which surprisingly their most popular guitar other than the high vibes, because the high vibes do extremely well because, like I said, professional musicians all over the world play lag high vibes. But the he said buy the what's it? It's a 70 series, and it's a $300-400 guitar. He said you will people are gonna love that. You're gonna order 10 more from me after you put the one out there so people can see it. So I'm excited to get some of those in. And the other thing that I want to talk about, close guitars, because we were dealing with close today also. Um, oops, brother Dave is calling me. I should tell him to come on the show.
Yeah, I'll send him the link. He won't come
Yeah.
on, but
Uh, I'm hitting please text, but text him say come on the show. Um, but yeah, so we were talking to close today, and I'll tell you, we've told this story before probably numerous times, but carbon fiber guitars, and especially close. I know there's a bunch of other companies out there, and there's some that are way more expensive than close. But close, one, they're American made guitars, which is really cool. They're in Utah. These guys are engineer geeks. Like they're superstar engineers.
Oh, it's great.
And
By the
and
way,
they
are you getting the Geiger counter noise in the background on the computer, or is
no,
it? Am I just
no,
hearing
it's
it because
you.
I'm in the headphones? Maybe.
You're in the headphones, so that's probably you.
So I'm getting
Plus,
like,
you're also where we have our CO2 thing that needs to be replaced tomorrow, so you might be hearing
well,
maybe.
it's not that. It's like a.
And maybe Shannon's hanging out and annoying you right now because she can't get in her room. So, all right, stop. Or maybe you had too many bees knees.
I had one.
Well, it's liquor. It's not a beer.
I know. Oh my god. You're an
So,
irritant, like mustard
okay,
gas.
can we talk? Stay on course. Close guitars.
Continue. Yes, close guitars.
So we were probably going to place another custom order for
Yes.
they have some really cool stuff now. I mean, they have the Telecaster, their version of a Telecaster, their version of the Strat. Um, they also have on the acoustic side, their travel guitar. What a great product that is. You can just leave it in your car forever.
Yeah.
You never have to take the travel guitar out of your guitar,
Travis Scott.
out of your car, because with carbon fiber, it could be 110 degrees, and then it could be 2 degrees. It stays in tune, doesn't crack in the middle. And Corey's had some very expensive guitars crack right in the middle because of the weather
Yep.
change.
Made me very upset.
And he puts the humidifier in his case, by the way, too. So, and we don't leave our guitars ever in the guitar. In the car, when we're at the ski resorts, we're at different places, they come into the hotel rooms.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's still when you have the regular wood, and that's the other thing why I like about Cort. Cort does that pre-hardened wood thing.
It's aged.
They do that aging process so that it doesn't crack either. And by the way, Cort makes a travel guitar that's fantastic also. We have a copy of it. Not a copy. We have a sample.
One of them, yeah.
Yeah, it has a high vibe.
Well, because it's got the high vibe in. Yeah, little travel guitar with the high vibe system. That's amazing. That's great. You can
bust anywhere.
Big sound, little instrument. Anyone else remember that TLC show, Little People, Big World?
No, no, I do.
about the Roloff family. They're divorced. They got divorced.
What does that have to do with this track with the guitar?
Little instrument, big sound.
Okay, that was just really terrible. So
yeah, but like throwback
I'm so
to the
sorry
Roloffs.
I'm so sorry that I even talked to you about that. Which also close guitars,
but not too far guitars.
Close gives you the ability to customize your guitars. Every order is a customized guitar.
Oh yeah.
Like the one we were talking about today was a they put a Corey, what's the tremolo? The
Floyd Rose.
Floyd Rose in there. And it's a Telecaster with a Floyd Rose with a P90.
Excuse me.
So it's a pretty cool guitar. And you will not see anybody else using something like that, most likely. We had to get special approval from the close people that they can do it. So that's neat. The other thing about close guitars and something that if you have an older Strat, or it doesn't even have to be a Strat, or a Strat like a GNL or anything like that, if you want a neck that stays in tune in bad weather and that you could just do anything to, Corey, explain the replacement that you did with the neck replacement on your guitar.
Oh yeah, so yeah, if you've got a Strat, the beautiful thing that Leo Fender thought about when he designed the Stratocaster, and all the Fender instruments for that matter, was everything should be replaceable. And that included the neck. So the fine fellows out in Utah at Close, they said, well, then how about we replace it with a carbon fiber neck, which, bless those boys, they figured it out right. That carbon fiber neck on a Fender instrument that's a heavenly combo. That's a great combo. It's a combo you don't usually think about, but like works really well. Like Stevie Wonder and Paul McCartney putting out a single. You're not expecting that. You're not thinking of that combo, but it was great.
Well, Paul and Michael were good too. And I
The, the,
certainly didn't expect to see that. And they
yeah.
did it twice.
Well, here's the problem. Stevie Wonder didn't see anything.
well,
Or did he?
well, maybe that's why he's still friends with Paul. Michael and Paul didn't get along. But no, they have such an outstanding line of guitars. And as I said, I wanted to bring these guitar groups out. The other company on the electric side that makes just beautiful guitars and for really affordable. And the big thing about all the guitars that we're mentioning is that they make affordable guitars for half the price of the other guys that do the same thing. When you talk about Close, you go against the Emerald, right? Close is better. I'm sorry, and for far less. And the other one, that on the electric side and have acoustics also, D'Angelico.
Oh yeah.
How gorgeous is a D'Angelico guitar?
Any of the D'Angelico guitars are they're heavenly. They're beautiful instruments. They're pieces of art. You know what? Like I want instruments to be played, but like, you know what? If you bought a D'Angelico as like an art fan or someone just decorating a house because of the color and the shape and whatnot, I wouldn't disrespect you for doing it.
No, what's the one that sounds just so good when you play it? The Grateful Dead.
Oh, the Bob Weir one? Oh, I love that one. My Bob Weir signature is amazing.
That one just so nice. And then the other blue, the other light, the sky blue one.
Oh yeah, with the 6-way switch there. That
Six-way switch.
oh that's cool. That's cool.
I know Graz loves that one. He played that. You know, the one nice thing when you play in the band with Corey, if you come over ahead of time, you get to choose one of his guitars to play if you don't want to play your own that day.
Yeah, it's like Super Smash Brothers. Choose your character. And
then one another company that we do a lot of business with, and they have an interesting advertisement. It's, we know we're not your number one guitar, but everybody needs us or needs to have one at least of our stuff. And that's Dan Electro. Corey, I think you have what, eight or we have 8 or 9 Dan Electros
between my personal stock and our samples, yeah.
What is your favorite, or what's the most interesting of them?
You can't ask me which is the most interesting Dan Electro guitar. They're all interesting. That's the whole point of them. They're let's take your weirdest imagination and let's make it into a guitar. You want a sitar guitar? Now, granted, they bought the rights to make that sitar guitar, even though Dan Electro had their own. Still, you want a guitar that sounds like a sitar? Let's do it. We're gonna make it. You want a guitar that feels like it's like your grandparents made it from your grandparents' furniture in the 60s? Yeah, let's do it. Let's make it happen. Double neck guitar? Cool. We'll make one that's actually affordable. God forbid, right? Also, cool instruments, cool color. Like, you know what? They're affordable enough that if you're kind of vain and not even vain, if a big part of your show is performance based and colors and whatnot are a big deal to you, and you want to have a guitar that you're comfortable with in multiple colors, literally to suit different outfits and whatnot, you know what? Dan Electro is, I think, a very, very good choice for
What's
something
the one
like that.
that Ryan likes, the red one, the 50, is that the 59?
Oh, that's the weird one. Yeah, it's a weird. It's got like 3 lipstick pickups in it. It's like a Strat but with lipsticks, and it's got it's a funky little instrument.
I know Ryan. I know Jack likes that one too, a lot.
I do as well. Like everyone seems. Cody likes that one.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
everybody seems that's a great guitar.
yeah,
I highly recommend. And you know what? I left my favorite goofy guitar company that we deal with that I love for last. Ladies and gentlemen, Gold Tone. Gold Tone guitars and banjos and manjos
Instruments, Mando Tars,
mando tars and banjo tars. If you could think of it,
banjolales.
they can make it. What a great company. And some of their guitars, I don't know if a lot of people know it, but Martin no longer has the sole rights to their own design. So Gold Tone took it and they made a D28 that sounds as good as any Martin. And we're gonna do some videos soon. It's a fabulous guitar, and they let you customize it too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
another thing where what's it the bone nuts that they put in there for the
yeah. You can change what you want. Oh, look who's here! Ding dong. Hello,
just
welcome.
in time.
So, as the
Who's just in time?
COO of a new equipment company, I am ashamed to say that I couldn't get my equipment to work, so that's why I'm late. So, apologize.
We
But
didn't sell that equipment to you, though.
No,
so
we did not. We did not. This is store bought. A reason why you should buy from us because
Wait,
this
by
would happen
the
if I
way,
had.
oh, sorry. Continue.
No,
Yeah,
my apologies. I had to
You're all
dust
good.
off my Dilem-Monday equipment. It's been a while.
You're all good, baby. Cody, welcome back to Dilem-Monday.
Hello,
So
James.
we
were mentioning Gold Tone, and one of the things we're
Ah.
mentioning the mandolins and mandotars and banjolins and whatnot. Real quick, do you know what this animal's called?
no chairs.
Oh, is it a what?
It's called a pangolin. A
Okay.
All right.
A
Well,
pangolin.
How
thanks
did
for
you
having me
come
on,
up with
guys.
that
I'll see you
why?
next week. And, good talk.
What is wrong with you, Corey?
Banjolales, mandolins. I was like, that's a pangolin.
No, but we were just talking about the Gold Tone and the D28. In fact, our COO, Chief Operating Officer of Cord, actually just ordered one this week.
I'm very excited. So, as somebody that grew up idolizing Martins, and then I was able to get my hands on some of the lower level Martins. When I played that Gold Tone in our shop the other week, I was blown away, and it was incredible. And then I talked to Craig and Corey, and I was like, I need to acquire one of these. And no, they're beautiful guitars, and that's the thing. There's so many guitar companies out there that, growing up, you hear about the Gibson, Fender, all the other Epiphone, all this stuff. But the more we dig into guitars and find these other companies, there's nothing that they cut corners on. I heard you guys talking about the bone nuts earlier. Yeah. These are quality guitars that from companies that I'd never heard of or was familiar of. But then as soon as you start looking into them, like you're saying, it's a D28. It is. Yeah. And, Corey and I were playing around and looking at some of the D'Angelicos and stuff like that. And they make a 338 that I was looking into. And it's like these guitars, it's like my dad always used to say with hockey sticks, I could order 5 guitars that were the same exact guitar and the same brand, and they would all feel different. So when I just picked up that one Gold Tone, I was like, this is incredible. And this is fantastic. But, they're tied into like the folk and like bluegrass and stuff. So it's no surprise that they play so easily. But no, that was incredible to me. And that's one of the things that I look forward to about working with this company is just learning about all the stuff that's out there and to not get blinded by, I need to play a Fender because John Mayer plays a Fender. I need to do this. I need to do that. Luckily, I think Corey and I grew out of that. And now it's like we're coming into our own as we get older because someone just turned 30.
Ew, stop that.
Why are
Ew.
you posting up this stuff from Andrew on the thing? That makes no sense.
Andrew, that was in reference to Ebony and Ivory by Stevie Wonder and Paul McCartney.
Oh, okay. So
And
why
also,
would you put that out on Cody?
Say, and The Girl Is
All right, can
Mine
you
by
please?
Paul
Okay,
McCartney
wonderful.
and Michael Jackson.
If you want to, do that, that's fine. But I just can't get over him. But the other gold tone that we put on order is they have a J45, a Gibson model or clone, as you like to say. And we haven't seen that, but that should be here soon as well. This show's really been a lot about these other companies that are out there, and they make guitars for affordable prices, and these guitars are for professional players.
Oh yeah, you look into. I mean, look, I want to get a D41 one day because that's the Dan Fogelberg model, but that's never going to leave my house. I want to get a Gibson 335 one day, but that's never going to leave my house. And not to say that the guitars that we're talking about here aren't durable or aren't sturdy, but they're stage ready, road ready guitars that can take a beating, and they sound incredible. And like you said, gone are the days where you could say cheap guitars or budget guitars, because it's the truth, because it's affordable now, because I think more and more companies are able to make them. And I think COVID did that a lot too. It kind of like we talked about, paused everything and gave everybody a little bit of time to regroup. Unfortunately, the reason that we had time was awful, but looking past that, some of these companies are blowing me away. And like I said, they've been out there. It's just my own musical ignorance that prevented me from immersing myself with them.
What I said to Corey was this: until you show up at NAMM and start witnessing, and then having some affiliations with these large distributors who have a number of different stuff. And the other thing that I want to talk to people about, we have all these great guitars, and I want you to try them. I want you to buy them and
come out to the storefront.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna be able to contact us, and we'll make private appointments with people. But speaking of guitars, there are people out there who also make. I want to throw one out to Dave Ross. Dave's a friend, and hopefully he'll be at the birthday party Saturday. If you want something made that's outrageously crazy, that is custom to the custom, Dave Ross is a mad scientist on guitars, man. He could do anything. So, if I wouldn't buy a custom Fender, I would buy a custom David Ross if I'm going to spend that kind of money. You know what I mean?
Well, if you listen to guys too, like I was listening to an interview with Tommy Shaw, and he was like, I've sold, this is probably on the low end, but he's like, I've been in a band that sold over 60 million, probably closer to 100 million records. And he's like, I try to get a custom Gibson and they won't even return my calls. A lot of these companies, they will answer you within a day, whether you've sold 100 million records or whether you've sold one record. And it's incredible because, and it's not even that they have to, I just think we're finding a lot of these companies that are made by musicians that don't have that corporate aspect of it. And like I said, like Martin's such a small, like family owned traditional company. And I've never worked with Taylor really, but I just love that aspect of it. It's like you buy a guitar, like if I ever bought a Gibson, I would never be able to get in touch with Gibson if I had an issue. But if you buy a Gold Tone and you have an issue with it, which you won't, but you want to, get a certain spec, or you want to ask a question about that, they get in touch with you, and it feels like it's not just you give them money and they give you a product. It's you're forming a bond and a relationship that can last however long. But then that's the thing with guitars too, is you go through phases. You play this one, play that one. I think I've seen Corey play more guitars than probably a lot of bands put together. But you know what? At least he knows how to play them. So I'll put my jealousy aside, but he at least knows how to play them.
I'm a dirty
you're the Hugh Hefner of guitar playing.
Yeah, look, I would be furious if you didn't know how to play, but you can play, so it slightly annoys me. Doesn't full blown.
Then I fooled them for another day. Yeah.
You haven't even finished the B, and you already act like a buffoon.
We've only just begun.
Okay, stop singing. But no. So Corey, are you able to show the video that Cody made?
Oh, I should have thought about that.
Yeah, we're launching this week for Corey. You'll be seeing everybody watching. We're gonna pester the heck out of you for the next week to follow all our social medias and stuff. And like we said too, like it's not just the instrument aspect of it. We're gearing up to really provide a lot of different things, whether you're opening a restaurant, whether you're in a school or something like that. We've been around this industry. I know there's people that have been around it for 50 years, but I feel like Corey and I definitely have been, in the trenches, so to speak, over the
been
last
around
decade.
for a minute.
Yeah, and we like when I talk about when we get into like the booking aspect of Chord or the contractual aspects of booking shows and stuff, it's like we're learning how to create our way of doing things, but a lot of that is coming from ways we've learned to not do things.
Yeah.
From so I'm excited about that because it's exciting and it's a lot of we've been there type situations. And I know, like Craig, we talked about this the other day. I talked about this with my dad. It's like looking back on some of the situations, and some of them you try to forget because they're horrible, but looking back on some of the situations, we made it through. Like you find a way to dig in and you find a way to make it happen. And if there's something that we can use from our experience to help alleviate what new artists are going through, then I'm excited to have the opportunity to do that. And I think it's going to be a great thing.
Well, one of the things that, and I want to talk to professional musicians because I hear a lot of people complain a lot. And
not musicians.
No.
What?
No, not musicians. and this goes to every profession. I've been in sales a long time, and complaining doesn't do anything except make you just that much madder and useless. During the pandemic, there were a ton of guys who just stopped playing, didn't do anything, and said, "Well, I'm done. Let me sit back and have the government send me some money, and I'll buy a nicer guitar than I should." Then there were guys like you and Corey who were out there, and we figured out some things.
Well, I have to give credit where credit is due. I was on my couch watching every mini series I could think of when I got the phone call from you and Corey to ask if I wanted to come along for that ride that year. And that was just the way, looking back on it, A, it doesn't seem 5 years ago. And B, just looking back at some of the shows we played, whether it was like that show, where was it, Vermont, where it was like that backyard birthday party.
Oh my God.
and it was so fun, but it was like, and all the different, I know, like we played Jacqueline Bashaw, who's an incredible musician. Her and I opened for a great band called Organized Chaos at the Simsbury Meadows. And I remember they drew circles and put lawn chairs in them. And you had to be like, it's just like you said, if you really wanted to find a way, people were finding a way to come out the other side. And I feel awful for a lot of the venues and a lot of the things that couldn't work it out and get through. And I feel awful for them. But I know, like you were saying, there's a lot of people that just did sit back and was like, oh, we can't play here. We can't play here. Like, what do we do? And credit to you.
The world's over. Oh no.
And my dad was like a driving behind that too. He was like, you got to do something.
I can't, there was some venues, it wasn't their fault in any way.
Oh, absolutely not. That's why I feel horrible for them.
Yeah, no, and I was appreciating that you said that, because some of those guys, they didn't understand that if you don't have this outside area,
right?
Because the government wasn't going to let you have anybody come inside, and you needed these distances, and if you were liquor only versus food and the food trucks side of things, like those guys were able to do it. And if you were a music venue only that sold liquor, you were dead. It was over.
You're fucked.
Especially if you didn't have an outside area. So
absolutely.
Those
it's
guys.
A shame, man.
Yeah. Now, what we all found out, we found some niches. all of a sudden I started looking at these very wealthy, large parties. They were we were in the Hamptons, we were in Newport, we were in the Poconos. Remember that one party?
When the cops came.
Yeah. Now, let me tell you, Devotion. Cody he was doing regular work. He came down a day early, got his computer.
Yes.
I got him a hotel to stay out there a day early so that he could be ready to play.
I still owe you one from that because I checked in first, so they gave me your suite, and I think you guys had to slum it in the normal rooms. I remember that. I checked in and I was like, "Where am I?" And they're like, "Oh, you're checking in, Mr. Riemann." I was like, "Yes, Mr. Riemann." And they're like, "Oh, I'll show you your suite." I was like, "All right."
By the way, let's let Mr. Riemann tell you a little bit about Cord.
Hi, I'm Cody Bondra, the Chief Operating Officer of the new entertainment company Cord. I'm excited over the next few weeks to introduce our methods on how to help working musicians through creative opportunities and recording distribution. Yeah.
There you go.
No, we're so excited for this. And like, for anybody that's been watching the show for a while, I was on the show a lot. And then I took some time off because I kind of went through a period where I didn't really know what exactly I wanted to do or what kind of approach I took. And then I got back in touch with Corey and Craig, probably late 2023. And I was talking to Craig. I was like, I've been working with some bands and I've really caught on and really learned a lot about managing and tour managing and stage managing and stuff. And again, it came from a lot of those things of like, well, as an artist, I know how I would want to be treated. I would want to know the help that I could offer people. And that led to me getting my stage management job at the Goshen Stampede through Shane Martin, through MWorks Entertainment, which was awesome. But I don't know why, but I feel comfortable doing that. So when, I did get in touch with Craig and Corey, and Craig was telling me about what he was working on and all the different aspects of it, whether it's the retail or the booking or anything like that. I thought that was something that I was excited to bring to the table because, again, Corey and I have been through a lot of stuff where we might not know exactly how to do it, but we know exactly what not to do. So I'm excited to kind of utilize that element, and I've been enjoying a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. I got to work for the Dilemma when I'm not on stage with them. I get to do a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and I'm really excited about this because I think it's going to help a lot of people that were some of the questions we had when we were coming up. So
no, I definitely credit the ayahuasca as well. But
what is wrong with you? Stop taking that.
You take ayahuasca?
That'd be wild. Me and Robin Quivers.
This is why when I have a meeting with Cody. And
this is also too why I love being the occasional stage manager for the Dilemmas, because I get to wrangle Corey.
It's like Corey, oh my God, I'm gonna kill you.
I always joke because we were at shows, and this has happened throughout the years because I go through the same thing, but I always go, I speak Corey. I know exactly what he's trying to say. It's like because
by the way, that's why I don't want Shannon to leave the house. Shannon's living with us for the next month, and as I said, I'm kind of in her room right now. Which she was so nice this morning when she got up. Like I said, she cleaned it all out so we could do it here. And this is the last time that I will be doing this show from this room, as I said earlier. But at least Shannon can wrangle Corey together to just Corey.
Oh, it takes a special person.
Yeah, no, she has patience, and she'll Corey, focus, just focus, Corey. She got him to actually clean his closet the other day and fold all the stuff
and get rid of clothing.
Yeah, he's actually getting rid of bags of clothing.
I did that earlier this year, and it feels great, but I did not have Shannon helping me. I had Adderall helping me.
You might have been cheaper to have Shannon.
Yeah, nonetheless, it did work.
Which also another shout out, besides Shannon helping, we also have Keith, the organizer, who comes in.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah, he's going to be getting a phone call from me, soon, because I have a lot of stuff I need to work on.
Oh my God, Keith comes in. Lisa's like, can we just put Keith on the payroll? So literally quarterly, we have Keith come in. We start in Corey's room. We go to the garage. We go to the office. depending on the time of the year, he goes to the pool house or the barn. He goes and he takes care of that. And he's a drummer. I mean, because if we deal with people, you got to be in a band.
That's somewhere. The thing. If you play, you have to have a side job within the Dilemma organization that you can provide, whether it's maintenance crew or photography or management. But credit to you for bringing us all on, because that's a headache in itself.
Listen, I got to tell you, in the obviously, and again, I'll throw Aiden once again. He built a magnificent structure for us. And thank you to Davey Blues, who came in there and painted everything, did a fantastic job on the painting. Wax on, wax off. There you go. It's a fence. And even though Josh is not a musician, he's an appreciative. Josh Benz came in, did some flooring for us as well. But it's exciting, and as I said, tomorrow we'll actually be able to work in there a lot more, because tomorrow we will have its own separate private internet speed. So we're in good shape with that.
I'm happy about that. It's gonna be great. That's gonna be really, really exciting.
Yeah, we're just waiting for some blinds after that. So we got how many guitars coming in? We got 3, 5, 6. I think we have 7 guitars on the way.
Where the are we putting them?
2 of them are going to me.
2 of them are going to the Cody Badra house. So.
Yes.
That's still 5 guitars. Where the are they gonna go?
Wait.
I'm moving my setup, so I'll be right back.
Okay, so Corey.
Yeah.
What are we doing with one of the other guitars on November 8th at your party?
Oh my God, we are raffling away one of those guitars.
Correct. So that only leaves us with 4 left
guitars,
which I actually have room for.
Okay, that actually no, 4 guitars. That's manageable.
When did you get the bleep button? That would have came in handy in 2021.
Dude, isn't it sick?
I wish I had the bleep button, because I would have bleeped Corey out of like 90% of the show tonight.
It's gonna be like 80s Howard Stern. You're gonna have to put Corey on a delay, and then Craig's gonna hold down the dump button.
Yeah, but the problem is, he's Fred, Howard, and Robin.
That's true.
It's just so annoying.
Checkmate, atheists.
By the way, it's 9:26 already.
Holy crap!
I know there's no 18-inning baseball game to watch tonight.
Oh,
I'm gonna try to watch David tonight, because I didn't get to watch. I did watch Tulsa Kings yesterday.
Yeah,
it was a good episode. Because Tulsa Kings I like a lot, but sometimes it's just so outrageously silly that it annoys me. But yesterday was a good one. By the way, Sly Stallone, I love this guy's jewelry. Oh my God, does he have the best jewelry at the Tulsa King stuff? He's got diamonds. He's got this giant alligator buckle on his belt. This he's good. I love it. Tulsa King, phenomenal show. And then the other show that we're watching now is it's about the rabbi and the
Nobody Wants This.
Yeah,
Sid and I have been watching that.
Yeah,
that's
so
great.
Great show, love it. Although she is a little annoying, I gotta say. Like,
Kristen Dunst, or is that
Bell.
Kristen Bell, yeah.
Yeah,
Kristen Dunst was the girl from
Spider-Man and stuff. Yeah, but Kristen Bell, she's a little whiny and annoying on the show. But
I love the mother.
Oh, the mother's my favorite.
The mother's fantastic.
She's the best. Wait, both mothers are great, actually.
Yeah. Well, she's like, all right, I guess you can come to Shabbat dinner.
Yes.
And if you're not a member of the tribe, people don't know how important that actually is.
Yes.
That's like getting invited to the cookout.
And by the way, Corey, I was invited to Shabbat dinner on Friday night. So.
But were you invited to the cookout?
At the Shabbat I am. So anyway.
Oh, no. Definitely was not invited to the cookout.
What I don't know what you're talking about, but it doesn't.
It's
really
a colloquialism.
So anyway, we know where everybody's going to be Saturday night, and we know that I will be at Shabbat dinner on Friday night. But once again, yes, 7:30 to 11. Yes, they do have food at the Talcott Mountain Collective. They have great drinks. There is a $10 cover. It will be part of going percentage to Gifts of Love. Corey,
bring cans on top of that to donate. As we know, we have some neighbors, friends and neighbors who are going to need a little help these days. So help them out, and don't bring shit that you wouldn't eat. Like that's really stupid for a can drive. Like, bring food you would want.
Yeah, but I wouldn't
in
eat
this
Chef
circumstance.
Boyardee, but I think it's like a good thing to bring up.
No. Listen, that's a you having, Mr. Snooty Patootie.
That being said, though, if you yourself do not necessarily have the means to go out and purchase other things, if there are non-perishables lying around, I'm sure we would love to have them, right, Corey?
No
matter what they are.
No, obviously, yeah, but think about practicality.
I understand.
All right. But no, and like I said, the people at Gifts of Love, they're working with us on this. We're going to try to do the best we can to get people fed. As I said, the lineup, it's a who's who of at least the Dilemma Band for no other thing. And again, I'm going to brag a little bit. We have some of the best artists in the region that play with us. Not every week, not every gig, but in and out, you will see people that are tremendous. And if you take a look on the band sites like the Bash, Gig Salad, Bark, there's one thing that's common when you read about the Dilemma Band. What's the rating that we get, boys? 5-star, number one.
Oh! I thought you meant what ranking. Sorry, we do not get 1 star. We get 5
stars. Number one ranking.
This is actually the golf star method.
We get 1 star.
No,
you want 1 star.
No, but and I would.
It's like Grand Theft Auto.
Anybody, go read the reviews, and that's not a brag just about Corey and Cody. My thing is that no matter who comes in there, and I want to throw Jack Taka out there. Corey, Cody are in the front, and they're doing a lot of singing, right? But Jack's the music director.
Yeah.
And all the other guys who come in, they're like, Jack's going to be there, right?
Right. I know it's also kind of like a fight to see who can stand closest to Jack on stage. So
everybody wants to stand close to Jack.
Please help me.
Jeez. No, but Jack's
help
just
me,
phenomenal.
please.
Jack, if you're the drummer, you just got to follow Jack, right? If you don't know a certain note or a certain song, Jack he'll play it out. He'll finger it on the bass for you to show you what it's gonna be. He'll tell you exactly when to come in, and he's just got an innate ability to help everybody else in the band. He just all of a sudden feels it and he turns his head and he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna take you through this."
He's like a quarterback of a no-huddle offense.
Oh, yeah.
You just got to watch him before the song if it's something. And let's not skip over the fact he has an incredible voice, too.
Yeah.
Those are some of my favorite songs of the set. Run Around and Bad Fish and all that.
Oh, my God. Jack, so I was sitting with Amanda. That's Mike's girlfriend. And the first time she didn't – well, Jack wasn't there. It was one of the one gigs that Jack missed. Like in the last 3 or 4 years, Jack's missed maybe 2 gigs, right? And Jack wasn't at that thing. So first time she ever saw the band was that night. But then she started going, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh my God, Jack sings? Mm-hmm. Wait, Jack plays piano?" I'm like, Jack's also a really good guitar player, and he's probably one of the better drummers.
Incredibly annoying if you're a musician. Yeah. Because you look at him and you go, Jesus.
And he's a phenomenal writer as well. So yes, Jack will be there. Michael will be there. Dom, the professional, will be there. So you'll see, Cal will be there. Zach will be there. Jimmy will be there. So 5 guys that play drums for the Dilemma will all be there doing different things. We have one of the best
you hope they're doing different things at least.
And hopefully Ryan and brother Dave will be able to be there. Danny Ryler, one of the greatest guitar players and one of the great professionals out there. I'm thinking about 3 of the biggest shows you've ever played. Danny came to mentor you on all three.
Yes, he did.
First time Corey ever played the bitter end. And for those, that's a big deal. Even though I know it's not the same bitter end it was. And even though, yeah, it's
still the bitter end.
First time you get to play the bitter end.
Sick.
Corey played almost all originals. Danny came, learned all the originals with Corey, and was there for him. We played the the racetrack.
Watkins Glen, yeah.
Watkins Glen. That's maybe one of the biggest shows we've ever played. There's 11,000 people. We're headlining.
Excuse me.
Danny said, "I'm there. I'll take care of it." And then the last show, Cody and Corey were both at the Harry Chapin deal, and I could not make it. You know, that's one of the few times I missed a show, and Danny was there. And you know what's great about having a leader like Dan? He doesn't mind pissing everybody off.
No, he's also respected though. So you listen when he tells you that you're screwing up, or he doesn't really politely. He's just like, not exactly the way on the record, but you know. And then it's like, all right. I love the fact that Craig and Lisa were in the middle of the Arctic Ocean watching us perform at Eisenhower Park.
We caught the whole show, man. It was great, and it was probably even more proud watching it on the TV than being there.
Everybody from the band, which was a pleasure to be a part of, playing all that great music. But Corey, I mean, you can attest to this. I don't think I've worked with a staff any friendlier than that.
Oh my God, they were phenomenal. All
those people from top to bottom were just
they were best. Phenomenal.
I mean, credit to Eisenhower Park and the Harry Chapin Pavilion for all the staff there, because we get to play a lot of places where the staff's incredible, but that's always going to be one that sticks out because everybody was just
throw out the guy Bronya.
Yeah,
guy took a big risk there. That we got that gig, that they picked us. Guy went on the line for us. Thank you, Dave Black and Robin, who vouched for us as well on that gig, because without Dave and Robin, I don't know if Guy would have been able to see through some of the things, because the good news about having a reputation is that people know who you are, right? The bad news is about having a reputation. You have a reputation for being a rock band and rockers. And then you try to break into the folk community, and sometimes unfairly, people won't give you a chance.
Understandably, but unfairly.
Well, I think with Chapin though, it was the right choice. Not just saying that, but you look at some of his stuff. I mean, you have WLD, but then you have Shortest Story. It's like he rocks, and then he plays folk and stuff. And I thought that was the perfect opportunity for people in our camp to get out, because you have a lot of people like Dom can, play jazz, Dom can play metal, Dom can play, anything. And Isabella is one of the probably best musicians I've ever stepped foot on a stage with. And then Danny, I've seen play every type of guitar. And then, Brother Dave, I think I've played 5 shows with Brother Dave, and every show he's played a different instrument with his slide guitar or like acoustic or electric.
By the way, to go with the point that you were saying before, Cody,
yes,
with the Harry Chapin stuff in mind, with that show and all the people that we worked with, and the person to thank, the most important name on that stage is Harry Chapin.
Oh, absolutely.
Doesn't matter. Many other names associated are on that stage, but the most important name on that stage.
And you talk about, we should do that. I know we've done it before, but we should revisit and do another Chapin episode, because talk about a guy that literally was at the top of his game, and he's just like, I'm just going to do these free shows and raise money and stuff for,
let's just do it.
These things. And
I've told the story a billion times now. My dad met with him like a week or so beforehand, and it donated money through the company, and that was devastating. But one last thing about working hard and getting everything. One of the other reasons we ended up getting that gig, we talk about the Bash. 5 years in a row, the Dilemma Band's won top performer. But the thing that people don't realize, yes, we're known as a rock band, But where were we ranked on the folk chart on the Bash?
Now I can do it.
That is correct. We were ranked number 1, and we were able to take that, cut and paste it, send it over to the people, and the Chapin people said, all right, we're convinced. These guys worked real hard.
Well, it's funny how that works because, there's this, Corey, I don't want this to come out the wrong way, but there are better folk groups than us, right?
Oh,
but
yeah.
You drop any denomination of the Dilemma into a situation, and they're going to put on a hell of a show. And whether, I've been fortunate enough to be a part of those. Like, Corey, when we went up to Syracuse a couple weeks ago, we played with 2 acoustic guitars in the middle of a motorcycle. It was like a power sports show. We were right next to a circle of death, and there's Corey and I with 2 acoustic guitars playing James Taylor songs, and it's like, you ask for it, we'll give it to you. And I think that was, circling back to, Corey, when we started playing that first couple year run, we were all Stones, Beatles. You turned me on to the Velvet Underground stuff. But I think when COVID hit too, it kind of opened us up and says, well, we're going to have to do different things, do more stuff, learn. And with that Chapin show, not only was it an honor and a blast, but I forget all the great music he had. Like, from beyond all the stuff you hear on the radio, it's like from top to bottom, that set list and a lot of those records, there's no skips on a lot of those records.
I got to tell you what, I forgot most of those songs.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely, my favorite, and I think the other beautiful thing about it, everybody has a different favorite. WLLD.
Oh, yeah.
I love WLLD.
Yep.
I think that is just a phenomenal song. Everybody knows Cats in the Cradle, and that's the money song, as Corey said in the thing. But by the way, we got to end the show because I am in someone's room who's been very nice, and she hasn't said a word, and she's downstairs. So thank you, Shannon.
Thank you, Shannon.
What
was
Cody, where are you going to be?
Good to talk to you, fellas. And
well, you got shows
this Friday. I'm in Medford. Yeah, Friday I'm in Medford, Mass, and then Sunday I'm at Comics Roadhouse at Mohegan Sun.
There you go. Those are pretty good shows this weekend. If you're going to be in the casino, please go see him.
But Saturday night, you will find me at Corey Reedman's 30th birthday bash.
Oh, yeah.
Playing some Harry Chapin songs.
Hell yeah. In lieu of an album of the week, I'm going to be the other people. We will have James back next week. Common Everyday People just celebrated its 1 year anniversary. You can check out that original awkward episode now. End quote. And yeah, you'll get some James.
Go to Dave Sheehan website as well.
And then oh my God. Catch Dave Sheehan comedy. Like, it's not like I haven't been doing this show for 3 years.
You don't do it good, most.
Catch Dave Sheehan to find out where Dave Sheehan's going to be when he returns back after his vacation. Find out where he's going to be playing at davesheehancomedy.com. He's got a whole slew of dates. When you're trying to find out your Dilemma band needs, including my 30th birthday show, which will be happening this Saturday at 7:30 to 11 at the Talcott Mountain Collective in Weetog, Simsbury, Connecticut, you can go to thedilemmaband.com, where you can check out a full calendar of reviews, listings, videos, links to our socials, etc. Don't forget, Craig Reedman was basically the Messiah. He reminds us constantly.
That's just my Hebrew name, Yahshua. That's all.
Yes.
But with that in mind, everybody, I'm so glad I made it to my 30s. I made my 30th birthday. I'm glad to get to share this time with all of you people. Really appreciate it. Really love you. I love you, Dad. I love you, Cody. And with that, especially with everything going on, donate to your local food bank. Enjoy every sandwich. And yeah, we will catch you next week for another Dilem-Monday.
And I will be in the court game.
Also, we're going to be celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Edmund Fitzgerald that day.
And Corey and I will probably have a movie review as we are getting delivered from nowhere tomorrow.
Yes.
All right. I'm leaving this